Have you ever looked up at the night sky and felt a profound sense of wonder? Pause. You know that feeling of smallness, yet also a feeling of connection to something vast and ancient? Pause. Out there in the silent velvet blackness are stories older than time itself. Pause. Stories written in the language of light. Pause of gravity. Pause and of dust. Pause. For centuries we have pointed our instruments toward the heavens. Pause, hoping to catch a glimpse. Pause to hear a whisper from the deep dark. Pause. We have built bigger and better eyes to see what our own cannot. Pause. And sometimes when we least expect it, the universe answers back. Pause. So, what is this magnificent instrument, this James Webb Space Telescope? Think of it not just as a telescope, but as a time machine. Light travels at a finite speed, a cosmic speed limit. When we look at distant objects, we are not seeing them as they are today. The farther we look, the further back in time we see. The secret lies in the kind of light it sees. Our eyes are tuned to a very narrow sliver of the light spectrum, visible light. But there are many other kinds of light, invisible to us, like X-rays, radio waves, infrared. To do this, the telescope must be incredibly cold. So Webb was sent 1 million miles from Earth, where it unfurled a sunshield the size of a tennis court. Now, let us turn our attention to the place where this discovery was made. It is a project with a grand name, ATLAS. This stands for the Asteroid Terrestrial Impact Last Alert System. As the name suggests, its primary job is a very important one. It is a planetary defense survey. 4 telescopes spread across the globe scan the entire night sky every 24 hours. Their mission is to look for moving objects, specifically asteroids that might be on a collision course with Earth. ATLAS has been incredibly successful at its job. It has discovered thousands of near-Earth asteroids and comets. But in the process of scanning the sky over and over again, it also created an incredibly detailed map of what is out there. Because ATLAS looks at the sky in visible light, the kind our eyes can see, we thought we had a pretty good idea of what was in its pictures. It was like knowing every street and every house in your hometown. But here is where our story takes its turn. So scientists decided to do something fascinating. They took the new, powerful eye of the James Webb Telescope and pointed it at a region of space already mapped by ATLAS. It was like going back to your childhood home with a special pair of glasses that let you see through walls. It was supposed to be a routine comparison, a scientific cross-reference. The initial images that came back from Webb were, as expected, stunningly beautiful. But then, something strange happened. In the spaces between the known galaxies, in the dark voids where ATLAS saw nothing, Webb was picking up faint, fuzzy smudges. At first they might have been dismissed as image artifacts, glitches, or very distant background galaxies, but as they looked more carefully they realized these were not just random smudges. They were distinct objects. They seemed to be relatively close by. They were hiding in plain sight, a mix of confusion, excitement, and disbelief. It is one thing to find what you are looking for. It is another thing entirely to find something you never thought to look for at all. And so the count began. They were not small. In fact, many were enormous. They were what astronomers call low-surface brightness galaxies. Imagine a city the size of Los Angeles, but with only a few dozen streetlights turned on. From a distance, it would be almost impossible to see against the darkness. These galaxies are just like that. In total, the team confirmed 31 of these previously unknown objects. Let that number sink in for a moment. 31. They appear to be a mix, some ultra-diffuse galaxies, some tidal streams, some primordial globular clusters. Each one of these 31 objects is a puzzle waiting to be solved. Each adds a new note to the cosmic chorus. They are 31 new laboratories for studying the fundamental laws of the cosmos. This discovery does more than just add new objects to our maps. It is a powerful and humbling reminder that what we see is not all there is. For decades, our understanding has been shaped by the limitations of our instruments. We built our theories from the galaxies we could see, the bright ones. We mistake the visible for the whole. This is a common trap in science. If there are 31 massive dim objects in this one small patch of sky, how many more are there across the entire celestial sphere? Thousands, tens of thousands? There could be an entire population of dark galaxies we've been missing. Do they have a lot of dark matter? The total matter locked up in stars and gas could be significantly higher than we estimated. This is how science works, self-correcting, adapting to new evidence. A single new observation can force theories to be re-evaluated and refined. It is easy to hear about discoveries millions of light years away and wonder, what does this have to do with me? It is a fair question. The discovery of a faint, distant galaxy will not lower the price of bread or fix the traffic on your morning commute, but its value is deeper. These discoveries connect us to the grand narrative of existence. The challenges of building and operating JWST push technology in optics, cryogenics and communications, technologies that often find their way into daily life. From medicine to computing to materials science, the curiosity that drives discovery fuels progress. When you look at a JWST image, it changes perspective. It reminds us we are crew on a small, fragile planet. It can inspire us to be a little kinder, a little wiser, and a little more humble. Never lose your sense of wonder. Encourage it in your children. Ask questions. Read. Look at the images being sent back to Earth. We stand today on the shore of a new cosmic ocean. The James Webb Space Telescope has given us a new vessel, and we are just beginning to set sail. Every new image Webb takes, every spectrum it analyzes, holds the potential for another revolution in our understanding. What other secrets are hiding in plain sight, waiting for the right kind of eyes to see them? The quest to understand the universe is one of the noblest journeys humanity has ever undertaken. The universe is speaking, and its language is light, gravity, and time. We just have to learn how to listen. Let this discovery be an inspiration. Let it remind you there is always more to learn. If you felt the wonder of this cosmic journey, please like and subscribe to Cosmic Discover.